Funny things kids have said to the mermaid part, I don't even know.
Hey mermaid, I have an infection and that's why I can't get the water in my ears. So this has happened multiple times now. There's a fence, like a big net fence around my enclosure to keep the kids out of the water with me. And kids that are like 1 or 2, they grab the net, they try to climb in there with me, and when the parents tell them they can't, they cry. So there's a kid, he's like 1, super cute, he's staring at me, he's got this pacifier in his mouth, and I flip my tail, and he just goes, the pacifier just falls right out of his mouth. So there's a group of kids, and they look like they're around 12-ish, and the boy looks at the girls, and he says, she's pretty, talking about the mermaid, and the little girl looks at me and says, hey, thanks, you're hot! Funny things that kids have said to me as a mermaid, part 7. I just got a new puppy. It's a boy. I saw crabs at the beach, but if they're in the sand, that means they're dead because I know everything. There's always a bunch of little kids who are just talking, and I can't understand a single word they're saying. But I'm sure that if I could understand them, they would be hilarious. So there's a little girl and a little boy, and the little girl says, hey mermaid, I love your mermaid tail. And I said, oh, well, thank you. I love your feet. And the little boy looks at me and he says, I love your boobies. And the mom got really mad and made him apologize. But it was like all I could do to not laugh hysterically. Funny things kids have said to me while I'm performing as a mermaid, part 8. One little girl was asking about the tip jars, and I said, oh yes, sometimes people give me treasure. And she said, oh, well, I have big money, but it's at home. So I swim through this hole in the wall into the back room where I take my break. I take a 30-minute break, and then I get back in the water and do another show. So I get back in the water, and the little girl said, oh, where'd you go? And I said, oh, well, I was taking a nap. And she didn't believe me. You believe I'm a real mermaid with a real tail that I grew, and I live in the ocean. But you don't believe that I took a nap that only lasted 30 minutes. This one's not funny. This one's just super sweet. Today, a little girl bought a mermaid doll in the gift shop and showed it to me and said, I bought this so I could remember the best day of my life when I met a mermaid. That kid just said, mermaid, I can see your tail. But I don't know how I can see my tail when it's way over here. Funny things kids have said to me while I'm performing as a mermaid, part 9. Hey mermaid, I have lots of cats. And then this little girl proceeded to name all of her cats, and she did indeed have a lot of cats. Hey mermaid, I like that thing that's covering your boobies. Thanks. I always find it hilarious when a little kid comes in and they're like 2, and they have no idea what's going on or what you are, and you flip your tail and they're just like. Or when a kid first walks in and realizes there are actually live mermaids, and their face is just. It's so funny. Hey mermaid, we're renting a beach house and it's huge. Funny things the kids have said to me and I'm performing as a mermaid, part 10. This is my mermaid friends. Hi guys. Hey mermaid, those dark things under your eyes make you look tired. It's always fun when the kids tell you things that are like, you're ugly mermaid. And it's just like, I don't know what to say right now. I'm just gonna swim away. Hey mermaid, do you have any grandchildren? These 2 little girls, and one of them said, we're gonna get married. And I said, oh, aren't you sisters? And they said, yeah, but we're just stepsisters. One little girl was asking about Ariel's friend Flounder. And I said, oh yes, I know Flounder, he's so cute. And then another little girl said, I like to eat Flounder. So a little girl's mom gave her $3 to put in the tip bucket. And she walked over to the bucket. She put $1 in her pants and $2 in the bucket and then walked away.